Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Sheen, your host. This is Money Matters. You'll notice there's a completely different setup. The reason why I'm out here in my patio today is because my air conditioning in the house has broken down and it's probably like 90 degrees in the house. So yeah, that's why I'm out here in the patio, and I'm making a video for you today. If you like what I'm doing, please consider subscribing, give a thumbs up, really helps out the channel, and check out my other videos. I do a lot of videos about money, finance, how to grow your money, how to invest your money, how to make money work hard for you. Let's get started. Today we're going to talk about NAT stock. Finally, for the people that have been holding on to NAT, we see some positive, see some green in the past couple of days. So on Friday, it closed at roughly 7 to 8% up, and today on Monday over the weekend it still closed up about 14% today. So massive jump today, and I'm going to talk about what I think is happening and what I see in the next few, actually probably the rest of this week and probably into next week. So first of all, I think NAT is just up in general because the rest of the market is up, just because the economy is opening back up. There's more people having confidence in people going back to work. The jobs report was positive. It was actually a pretty decent jobs report compared to what was expected. People are going back to work. Businesses are opening back up. The government has pretty much backstopped everything. Not letting the stock market fall apart. I made videos last month and weeks before that I expected the stock market to crash, but the government has really stepped in and just basically not let the free market work. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we're supposed to have a free market, and companies are supposed to fail, but the government has prevented that from happening. So in a true capitalistic economy, the market speaks, and the market is supposed to run itself. And so, I question if we are truly in a truly capitalistic economy. And my argument would be no, it's not, because if the government can step in and prevent things from happening that would normally happen, then that kind of defeats the whole purpose of a free market. But anyways, that's a whole different topic. But anyways, the economy is good. Pretty much a V-shaped recovery. NASDAQ has pretty much gone up to higher than it was back before this whole crisis happened. The S&P, I believe, is either right there or just a few hundred points away from where we were before this whole illness 19 situation happened. So it is a V-shaped recovery. We'll see if that continues, if we continue to go up from here. But no, I'm starting to suspect that we will. I don't see a decline unless maybe in the fall or in the winter, when this illness 19, if it comes back with a vengeance. Short of that happening, I think this recovery is real. I think this recovery is strong. So with that said, like I said, the overall market is up, and that's the only reason why NAT in particular is up. I looked at NAT in their investor relations. I searched the internet to see if there's any positive news, and there's really no news. It's basically what we already known for the past few weeks. So there's nothing new coming out with NAT. So the only answer is that just the regular stock market is up, and therefore bringing up NAT. So what do I think is going to happen in the next few days? So I think there's going to be a short squeeze. Look up on the screen NAT is actually a really shorted stock compared to other oil tankers. There's roughly about 8 million shares that are shorted in NAT. And so basically, when people short a stock, they're betting against the company. They're betting that that stock is going to go down. And so roughly now it is trading at, I believe, just over $5 now. It was trading for under $5 for a few weeks. And so people that were betting against the company were probably betting that it would go back down to the $3, $2 range that it was like 2-3 months ago. For the longest time, NAT traded at $1 and $2. It wasn't until recently that we were back up to the $3 and $4 range, and then most recently in April that it shot up to $9 a share. So this recent movement is new. So there's a lot of people that are betting against this stock and thinking that we're going to go back down to the $1-2 range. So it doesn't seem like that's happening, because the stock market is really strong. So it has brought NAT back up 8% on Friday, and then close to, I think it's 14% or 14 or 15% today. So what's happening is the stock market is just bringing NAT back up, and it's going to cause these short sellers to try to have to close out their positions, because when a stock goes up and you're short on that stock, it's not a fun game. When the stock keeps going up, you're losing money every day. Every day the stock goes up, you're losing a lot of money depending on how many shares that you're short. And also, a lot of people are doing this on, is typically doing this on a margin account. So when you're shorting a stock, you're, borrowing, you're leveraging these shares, and so you also have to pay interest on that. So it could be a huge snowball. So once a stock starts going up, and you don't want to wait, to see if that stock will go down again, because it could turn bad really fast for these short sellers. So like I said, it was up 8% on Friday. Now today up another 14%, 15-ish percent. And so we're sitting just over $5 now. So now if the next day and the next couple of days it goes up another 7-8%, 15% day, you're going to see a lot of short sellers going to close out the position. And what happens when they close out the position is basically they have to buy the stock at whatever it is now. So like today it's at like $5 and I think 30 some cents. So they would have to buy. It will cause a lot of buying pressure on the stock. When people start buying it, then it causes the stock to go back up again. And so you remember back in April, the stock shot from like $3-4 range up to $9. It was a matter of like 3 or 4 days this happened. If the short sellers get squeezed, it's going to happen even faster. It's going to be probably in the next, what happened probably in a few days, maybe 2 to 3 days, because when short sellers get squeezed, they're going to sell really fast, shooting up the stock, and then FOMO is going to happen. People are going to see this and say they want to get in on this before it gets too high. So you have FOMO and you have short sellers. This combination is going to cause the stock to shoot up much faster than it did back in April. Because back in April, you didn't really have the short sellers in there. You only had the people, FOMO people that are buying that stock up. But now you have, like I said, the short sellers plus the FOMO people. The stock is going to go up really fast. I predict if in the next couple of days there's another 3%, maybe 3 to 5% gain each day, short sellers are going to have to close out the position, and this stock is going to skyrocket, possibly up to where it was back in April, the $9 and possibly over $10. If it goes over $10, I'm going to consider selling my position, because that's a pretty decent gain in a short period of time. Guys, that's my opinion on what's going to happen. I guess we'll see in the next few days. Like I said, the stock market is incredibly strong. Pretty much all of my positions are in the positive. Even my Carnival stock, even Carnival CCL is in the green, so that's incredible. I have a lot to talk about. I like to talk about Tesla, what's going on with Tesla. Tesla hit a all-time high today, so it closed at all-time highs. I predicted that Tesla is going to be over $1,000 on their battery whenever they talk about their battery. It looks like it's almost at $1,000. I believe it closed at $940-ish today. So Tesla is going to be knocking on the door of $1,000 per share pretty soon. So guys, consider subscribing if you haven't yet already. Give me a thumbs up, really helps out the channel. Catch you in the next one. Peace.